The digital screen is an integral part of the modern person's life. I know I can't go an entire day without coming into contact with some kind of digital device that utilizes a screen, or more so now, everyday objects that are integrating screens into their design. We've all seen the new refrigerators with the touch screens or the coveted smart watches. The first digital images to move beeped into life in the 1940s and only visualized for the viewer what the room-sized computer was coding. The pixels flashed and moved like sporadic stoplights. Compared to the devices today, it seems comical even that this is where the technology started. Looking at the devices we have today, touchscreens or a screen's interactivity is the most important feature of a device. Computers and phones have been altered drastically to incorporate these functions. Once the products changed, the market exploded with new programs that utilized a touchscreen. Applications like games or calendars became nearly as important as the device itself. Today, many devices are trying to break through to the next level with different screen types, curved edges, brighter displays, and more vibrant colors. Displays are thinner than they've ever been, while also being as pliable as ever. They bend without breaking, unlike older versions. Curved displays are making their way onto the market, and future concepts look to utilize the new technology even more. Some designs are even outlandish, but the concepts are quite interesting. But so what? Who cares? We live with this technology and constantly benefit from it, but what does it matter? Marshall McLuhan famously wrote, "The medium is the message." What can we assume the digital screen is saying as a medium? What is the message? For starters, I believe the shift from what I call a monotext, one page of information being a fixed text, to a polytext, one page having the capability to be many texts, shifts the reader's attention to what's next, not what they have in their hand. Of course, a novel or flyers could be considered a form of a polytext, using my terms, but the difference lies in the portability and availability the digital screens of today provide. Linked to a device like a cell phone, the holder can access anything in beautiful color, similar to the world around them. This technology is moving forward if we want it to or not, and I believe it will only integrate into our lives more and more. Such devices like tablets are changing and have the possibility to more closely resemble throwaway paper than the expensive tech they are. Of course, we are far off from losing paper, but eventually I do believe it will become a collector's item, more than the everyday reality it is. None of this is possible without the digital screens that let the user see into these powerful devices to use them easily in our lives. There are so many different applications. The possibilities are literally endless. But even so, the digital screen is slowly separating itself from handheld devices, computers, or even televisions. Virtual reality and augmented reality still use digital displays to relay information, but it does so in new and inventive ways. How does this switch change the message? In some instances, augmented reality so far seems more useful than straightforward virtual reality. Augmented reality, like Microsoft's HoloLens, create greater meaning in the space with unlimited displays and completely unique games and experiences. These additions to the real world make for a fuller experience, one that is still natural while also being enhanced. I can see a future where these digital displays or screens are directly integrated into the human body. Whether or not this is insane or wrong, I can't rightly say. I am excited to see how these emerging technologies develop over my lifetime. My only fear, and one many probably hold, is the loss of autonomy and a deep connection to the real, physical world. What would I leave behind if there were no digital displays to view what I have digitally created? Would my room be bare because it is filled with mixed reality objects? I can only hope that there will be a balance between the real and the digital.